Bonjour, mes amis. Grüße, meine Freunde. Welcome, my friends. This is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki. Today we're just going to do some arena, and then we have the start of map 7. And so you may get to see some live map 7 fighting. Let me just get a link into my Alliance chat, just so some people know that I'm streaming, and then we'll jump right back to arena. Just starting the saber-tooth arena. Usually this time in the week I just get just try for the 11 to 30% mark, but yeah, be nice to get a little higher. As always, get some more shards and 5 and 6 stars. Okay. And let's put this link in the chat. Good, it's going. Okay, so happy Monday, everyone. It is just a very snowy, windy Monday night. So we had a big sort of windstorm. We get this wind from the south called the frENZone, which is I don't know, just really strong. Changes the atmosphere and brings these incredible winds. So all of my chairs out of my balcony have been blown around. Hello everyone. Yeah, let's see if anyone joins tonight. There's a couple other people streaming. I saw KT, who I really like, and Rich the Man, who I also think is pretty cool. And so it might be a fight for viewers, but that's alright, even if no one shows up. At least, at least I'm just doing something while on Grand Arena. So here we go, off to starting the four-star section of Arena, where just play my 4 stars in the first couple rounds, just until I can get up to ×3 multipliers, and I'll start with my 5-star. Now, yeah, I thought that Captain Marvel was starting today, so I was sort of trying to get myself ready for a feature grind, but I forgot there's one more round of Sabretooth, so that's okay. Would have been hard. I have a pretty busy week ahead of me, so I don't know if I could have really pulled off a feature grind anyway, and next week's looking a little quieter, so it might all work out just fine. Let's see, now I was looking at map 6 today, or map 7. It sort of looks like a mashup between maps 5 and 6, I mean between weeks 1 and 2. I feel like the beginning's pretty much the same, just waiting for the officers, commentators to take their time and get the path set. So once the paths are set, yeah, I'll jump on in. You know, it's back to having a. I guess my path has. What does it have on it? It has a well, assuming I have the same path, it has a vision on it right at the beginning. And vision is great. Get those 2 charges if I'm going to use Corvus. I did use Corvus last week. And actually, I really like the champions I had. You know, Blade and Ghost Rider. They're really strong in Alliance Quest. I mean, both you know, handled a lot of fights and seem to do fine. Even with the harder difficulty, Blade, of course, you know, he's always so strong. And now one of the global nodes, I think it's plus 40% for skill champions. So Blade's gonna be crazy. So it might be another week of Blade, which would be good. Yeah, I feel like he's such a great character that, and the fact that he regens so much is just amazing. I mean, he's practically immortal. You know, you just continually heal him, and yeah, lots of good utility and sustainability. So he was definitely the MVP for me last week, and he might be again. Hello, Panda Man Pete. Welcome to the stream. Just sort of hanging out here, waiting for map 7 to start. Can't remember. I don't think you've been using Ghost in any of the Alliance quests. I feel like I saw Dreamin' had Ghost on his team. It seemed like he was doing okay with it, but then he really had problems on day 5. And yeah, actually, you always run right above me. You were running. I don't know what path it is, but we're doing the lower right side. It was really really good. I love the what was it? The Cardenzo team. Is you, me, Art. So Cardenzo team. Yeah, it's just really good when you have four people all moving so in synchronicity with each other, and we would just yeah, clear it so quickly, which is great because then I could go to sleep and wake up and be ready to join in for section 2. Now, I really enjoyed the new Alliance quest. You know, I like the difficulty. Okay, nice. Every other days. Yeah, I guess the only thing about Ghost is if you run her, do you have to commit to using synergy team with her for her to be pretty effective? I mean, you have I don't know if you need both, is it Wasp and Hood, or if there's only one that's really critical, or if you can get away without having either, and just have Ghost by herself. I was thinking about that the other day. I mean, because then I was actually grinding an arena, and I happened to play Ghost without any synergies, just because I'm just sort of sticking the champs in who I have, and she's actually a really good champion even without the synergies. I mean, if you play her right, you know, you can sort of yeah, that's what I figured. I like the way if you play it right, as an enemy charges in, of course you can dash back, get your phase, and then unleash your special. Then you get a lot of the benefits. I guess the critical and the special is the big thing. Where if you do the special of phasing, it's always critical. I think I'd have to look at her abilities, but yeah, she's she's a great champion. But those synergies just make her absolutely insane. And yeah, so we'll just have to see with map 7 where things are going this week. You're also in a alliance war right now with NYC, which of course is always one of the top alliances. So we're not going to go very hard this war. You know, there's a pretty big feeling in our alliance that we just want to sort of try to focus on. Well, actually, we voted and we decided. And we decided to just go for Alliance Quest, and I think it's the right decision because it's just too much. It's just too much to do both right now, especially with the newness of Alliance Quest. And Alliance Quest, boy, I feel like it really took all of our energy as Alliance. Hello, Mary. Welcome to the stream. Yep, you get to hang out with Pete and I right now. Yeah, we're just thinking about Alliance Quest. I want to see Panda Man Pete bring Ghost into Alliance Quest and just destroy everything in front of him. So yeah, they our Alliance. I mean, for Loki, we're just going totally in with into Alliance Quest, which again is the right decision. The rewards are amazing. Boy, the T4 basic are just rolling in. T5 basic, and also yeah, it's just more fun right now. New content is always more fun. So having something that's different, all these really, I'd say I gotta give my hat off to Kabam because the nodes are cool. I mean, they're interesting. Like I love the one was the diss track where you have to get the three debuffs on him. The can't touch this is cool. It is yeah, it's good. Good evening, Har 8. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know Pete and Ghost is the combination superb. Though I feel like he didn't bring Ghost. I don't know, and I don't think last week he brought Ghost. So Pete and I run sort of the first section of map in the lower right side of section 1, and I'm always sort of course spying on my teammates to see how they're doing, and I feel like he wasn't bringing in Ghost, but I could be wrong. And yeah, a lot of these, well, I guess anything is good with Ghost most of the time, except, oh yeah, I know Ghost is your girl. Oh man, Pete. I keep on wondering what is the next Ghost character you're going to discover. That truly was one of the most what's the word I'm looking for? it's someone who is, yeah, my English is only so good. Someone who's like a savant, maybe, yeah, who just can see something that no one else can. I really want to see what the next I don't know what you call it, savant move. No, that sounds crazy. What am I trying to say? I want to see when Pete discovers the next great character. So I think there was where were some of the theories? I mean, though Darkhawk, he was definitely high on, and I think you have a rank 5 now, Darkhawk, and Darkhawk is super cool. You don't really see too much Darkhawk gameplay though. I mean, he's great in Alliance Quest just because, of course, against Omega, he just shuts him down because he's a robot. Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe one of these new characters. Yeah, both the new characters look pretty awesome. Captain Marvel and Nick Fury. So we'll see about those. But yes, well, I guess maybe Havoc. I feel like I saw Pete playing around with Havoc a lot. I can't remember whose gameplay I saw. Maybe it was Pete's. Someone was either testing it or streaming it and showing off his SP3. Yeah, it's a pretty good character, pretty cool character. It must be. I can't remember. I think I'm used to bring out like 2 or 3 featured champions every week. Is that right? Maybe even 4. No, I guess that can't be right. But it seems so hard to design champs and get them done well. That I guess they design them and then sometimes they might accidentally be good. Yeah, I know. I think. Well, I'm trying to think what characters sort of fall into that super unique abilities. I mean, I'd say Void has a lot of that. I'd say Void, Stark Spider-Man, Ghost, they all have pretty interesting things. Watching other characters get taunt like Stark Spider-Man is interesting because, now it's coming out on a few characters. We had Emma had taunt. Someone else just came out with taunt not so long ago. And, oh yeah, Quake, definitely. Quake is definitely in the super unique field. I feel like people think, or there might be a case for Dr. Sinister that he's also a sort of unique character. But again, I haven't seen much gameplay. I don't know, it was a 4-star. Yeah, exactly, Night Thrasher. I knew there's another character with taunt, and so they tried to take this really cool feature that Spider-Man had and make it and start giving it to other characters because of course you want to branch it out. But no one really has come close to the way it works for Stark Spider-Man. Like the other day, I was trying to use, someone in chat was talking about Emma Frost and her taunt, where she gets all heavy. Yeah, it doesn't seem to work that well. And so, yeah, it's sort of, I don't know, it's just not like the way it worked for Stark Spider-Man. Yeah, no, Sinister has a lot of really interesting abilities, but, again, it's going to take a little bit of time, I think, for people to start using him, getting him highly ranked. I mean, the rank 4 is, there's still really powerful characters, rank 4 5-star, but when you have a rank 5 5-star, you just, well, at least I just tend to totally ignore my rank 4s. I mean, they're just like arena fodder nowadays and use the rank 5s because, why would you use a character that's so much less powerful? Does Domino also have taunt? Ah, interesting. Okay, well, we just played with her. It would have looked. Yeah, a lot of characters have taunt, but I don't see them. I don't feel like you can really use it that well. There's my newest 6-star Korg doing. I guess he's doing okay damage, but boy, he doesn't hit very hard. Look at all those crits. I mean, basically he's a rank 4 and he's hitting for 1,000, 2,000 crits. I guess I can't be too picky because he's such a great defender, but as an arena champ, he's not so good. I mean, this is with Suicide's on too, so I have him at maximum force here, and he is just okay. But it looks like Captain Marvel. I was watching that video of her. It's sort of surprising how similar she is to the original Captain Marvels in the game. I don't know. I mean, I guess she's the same character, but they did a good job with Stark Spider-Man about really changing him up when he came out as a new character. I mean, he's the 4th Spider-Man, and it's strange how Miss Marvel ended up having so many different characters. I mean, you know, Spider-Man, yeah, I get it. Even like Wolverine and Iron Man, of course. But I mean, it's not like Miss Marvel really has ever been like a game that popular of a character. Well, I'm just eating those SP1s, just not really paying attention at all. Yep, and I didn't pay attention again. Man, this fight might be bad. Um, but yeah, so we ended up with, we have 2 Miss Marvels, and we have 3. We have 3. It's just crazy. It's so many Miss Marvels. And now we're going to have 4. Yeah, well, it seems a little ridiculous. Oh man, I keep on forgetting to, thank God she, the recoil killed her. Kept on forgetting about her inverted controls. It just, I don't feel like I fight Emma too much. You would think that'd be really unique in this game, a unique ability, and it is, the reverse controls, but yeah, it's really not enough to put her in the Quake Spider-Man. Who we have? Quake, Spider-Man, Void, and Ghost category. But yeah, she's yeah, I still like her. Again, not that I having any regret taking Omega Red up to rank 5. It's still a little piece of me thinks, maybe Emma would have been the better decision. Well, she would help the Alliance out a little more because she's on defense a lot, and it's one of these things where I don't think anyone in the Alliance has a rank 5. No, maybe not in the Alliance, definitely not in my battle group has a rank 5 Emma. So she's a new enough character where it'd be good to have her as rank 5. She's a good enough defender where she could probably get a kill here or there, and high prestige. I mean, she's one of those 10.4k plus prestige champions. So, yep. But now I feel like my next rank 5, I just can't go mutant again. Yeah, I know, Pete. I mean, she's like one of those characters who's just fun. You know, I actually really enjoy playing her. You know, sometimes building up things like prowess is annoying, but also it makes the game or the character a little bit interesting where you have to like, whoops, I'm going to eat that SP2. Just makes them a little bit interesting where you have to, you know, sort of work for your specials to get big damage. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It just keeps it a little more interesting. But you know, it's always the next thing. It's always the next character. Oh yeah, Panaman Pete. Wow, 10307. That is big time. You and I are pretty close. I'm like 10389 or something like that. Did you rank 5 someone today, or did you just put? Oh, you put stones in someone. You're saying. Oh no, you did Ghost Rider. That's right. Oh man, you're gonna love Ghost Rider so much. He's another character who is like in a sub-unique category. Good evening, Amino. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here tonight. Yeah, he's I mean, the judgments are a really interesting game style. It seems like, I don't know, it seems like Kabam was really good about making some cool characters. It seems like once Hyperion, Howard the Duck, who was next in that era, and who we're just talking about right now, Ghost Rider, he was there. Even characters like Phoenix. And then they hit a lull. I was trying to think who they came out with in sort of the meantime. I guess not, like Loki or Red Hawk. I'm trying to think of the characters who first came out when I was playing. Then Medusa. I guess they've always done a good job of trying to find little unique twists each character. It's just some things they stick. Yeah, I mean, Darkhawk was another one I was thinking about for when I was doing rank 5. It just I'd had to use my awakening, my generic awakening gem on him. But let's see. Just run them at constantly have 100% auto block. Is that with suicides? On does he get auto block? I bet it's amazing. I know that's always one thing I really appreciate about Medusa. Like so many times, because I had her rank 4 for a long time when, you know, I just had Dark Spider-Man as my one rank 5, and then, you know, she was one of my staple rank 4s, and so many times her auto block absolutely saved me. You know, it's you know, you'd be fighting, and you just get clipped, and also now they'd be stunned because you have auto block. It's like, I can imagine with Darkhawk, who just has, what's it, like 5, 7, 8 seconds of auto block. That must be great. You just sit there and you don't have to worry at all. You can just go running in and not worry about anything that happens because you're just auto blocking. And he also has good prestige. Dark Hawk in the 10.4 category. Now, let me just get a sip of tea here. As I was saying at the beginning of the stream, so every now and then we get these like crazy winds from the south. I call the phone. They come up from Africa, and so we are in the middle of a huge phone right now where it's just absolutely blowing. So we had a good bit of snow today. It's like snow, rain, right around the 0-degree mark, but the wind was just out of control. Like all my chairs have been scattered on my balcony. I had to go collect those, and yeah, it's just yeah, I can hear it now. It's sort of like shaking the chalet because of the wind. So if you hear a big crash and the stream cuts out, it's just the chalet collapsing. Yeah, I saw Ghost Rider. It's only at 47. Yeah, no, boy, if you're hurting for gold, the rank ups now are just insanely expensive. You know, what is it for rank 5? Someone asked me the other day, and we calculated it. It was close to 1 million gold that you need. And oh man, I mean, 1 million gold is just not so easy to come by if you're really playing sort of free to play style or close to free to play. And yeah, so you'll get there pretty quick, Pete. And I guess, oh no, the levels do matter a bit because it affects his attack. I was about to say, I was thinking SIG ability doesn't really matter. I mean, it's nice with Ghost Rider. Oh yeah, that's good. I know. That's that'll keep you from ranking things up, having a dearth of your tier 2 alpha. Yeah, it's amazing. Tier 2 alpha. It's like the new what you call it. It's a resource now we seem to have plenty of. Boy, I remember, so when I first played the game, you know, I always used to remember, you collect T2 alpha, I actually didn't even know what it's used for, so I didn't have anything but 4 stars, you know, and I have this little trickle of T2 alpha and be like, oh, what is this? You know, when can I use this? And I didn't even realize that had really any use in the game. And then slowly, you know, as I finally got my first tier, my first 5-star, I saw that they were going to need it. You had 6. Oh my God, Pete. Oh my God, that's a lot. And so you just did Ghost Rider, and I got you. That gave you all 6. Yeah, Ghost Rider. I guess it's both for Prestige and Alliance Quest. I was using my Ghost Rider in Alliance Quests the last week. He's great. I mean, of course, he's paired with Blade, so I would say my favorite pairing was Blade, Void, and Ghost Rider. There's basically like 2 or 3 specialty fights for Void. One was Hyperion, Brawl Hyperion. The other one was Mephisto, and he's just great for Mephisto. And then the rest were Blade and Ghost Rider. I'd say Blade probably took like 2 of every 3 fights. You know, Ghost Rider was perfectly fine. He did a lot of fights and you know, was super good. Got the healing, could keep him 100% almost all the time. The thing about Ghost Rider is I'm always a little worried that he just doesn't hit that hard. So I thought maybe on day 5 he might have some timeout issues, but I don't think I timed out at all. I don't think I came close. I remember in map 6, like I was running in section 3. It was I guess it's path 9. I was right below Cade, and there's a right at the end. Well, there's 2. There's a Corvus who had like plus 200%, and then there is a Killmonger. I don't think he had the same. A really, you know, pretty well buffed Killmonger. I remember expiring or timing out on the Killmonger once and coming close on the Corvus, and so, you know, just Ghost Rider. He just doesn't hit super hard. But I started a nice build with my masteries last week when I was running Ghost Rider and Alliance Quest. Put on Mystic Dispersion back on, and some people don't like Mystic Dispersion too high because they worry that the power builds up too quick for Ghost Rider, and you sort of want to work through your judgments. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. 30% power gain. Oh man, that is pretty nice. Oh, it goes to both. Oh boy, that's insane. Yeah, that's a great synergy. Yeah, that's true. I guess it was a Night Thrasher. He must have a pretty good synergy too, if I remember, with Ghost Rider as well. Yeah, I was thinking about synergies the other day and how little I really, really play this game towards synergies. I mean, every now and then I'm really good, like in, when I'm doing, we were talking about variant the other day and having to use the Heimdall synergy, which is a really pretty cool synergy. And that's yeah, of course, so that was a good time to have synergy, but in Alliance War and Alliance Quest, having 3 slots, it's really hard for me to like use a synergy slot. I mean, of course, that's why the Trinity was such an amazing team, because everyone got incredible synergies. Everyone was a great champion to play, and it's just super strong team. But like I can imagine, I see Panama and Pete's team there. Yeah, Zachary gets those 40% longer. Yeah, I guess that's maybe not worth it too much. I mean, it's nice, but if you have Ghost Rider, Dark Hawk, and Blade, oh man, that's a pretty poppin' team right there. You can definitely do some damage. I mean, you got 3 different characters. You got the synergy, and of course you got the Blade and the danger sense with the villains. So, not too much more you could want from that team. That's really good. Let's see. I just saw a click in my Alliance feed, so I'm just thinking that the links have been paths have been created, but they haven't quite yet. See what's going on Alliance chat real quick. Yeah, nothing too much. Just people hanging out waiting for map 7 to start. Yeah, so again, I mean, hopefully this is the last week. The offers are really. Oh, they are up for us. Oh, okay. Oh, they are. I totally had scrolled down and didn't see it. Man, I hope I haven't. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got. We got Enzo, Blade, Corvus, Ghost Rider. Oh yeah, past 6. Okay, sorry. Let me just stop the or let me put the B-Ray back on, and let me just join Alliance Quest. Oh, it's totally daydreaming. I'm just not watching them at all. Good job, Amito. I love Luke Cage, and I love my 6 stars. I always used him for a long time in Alliance Quest. He's just a beast. Okay, I gotta really concentrate. Can't screw anything up, like join the wrong battle group. Join. Let's see it. Get my Corvus and Ghost Rider, and just double check Blade, Corvus, Ghost Rider. Okay, looking good. Then lead path, good. And then in section 3, what do I have? I have section 3, where am I? Ooh, Starburst. always good for just pointless health draining for no reason. Okay, I think we're ready. So, Blade, Corvus, just always trying to be really careful. And I'm on path 6. Okay, and that's the path I've been on a fair bit already. Okay, so got them. Off we go. Begin quest. Okay, and now I think it's alright to the global nodes. I'll put them up on screen. Alright, let me just move into position. Okay, I think we're all set. So, okay, let me get back to screen. Yeah, I mean, that's what Sorry, everyone. Oh man, sorry. It's the music. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know, maybe somehow in the transition, the music somehow got super jacked up. So, I was wondering what you're talking about. Okay, now hopefully that's better. Let me even turn it down a little more. So, yeah, it's funny. It happens every now and then. Maybe the transition, maybe when you do the transition, it goes up really high. Sorry everyone, boy, that's a stream faux pas right there. Let's see, okay. Let me just take a look at the alliance map. Sorry everyone, I feel like a jerk for having that music go so crazy. Okay, no, so my paths hasn't changed too much. So I think I'm back on my map 1 schedule. And so, yeah, that was a good schedule. Okay, well, I guess we could sit here and wait in Alliance War, but let's go back and do a little grinding, and then we'll check back in and see if we can fight this this vision. So, yeah, so actually let's, and I can't remember if I'm going to put anything off. I see, hang on a second, let me just transition, be right back. Let's see if this makes the music go crazy again. I just want to take a look at my paths and take a look at a few things. Okay, now that's fine. Okay, let's see. Trying to look, so I got the Vision, he's the same, Hyperion, had him a bunch, Cable had him a bunch, and I think they just have this Power Alternator. I guess I really don't understand this node. Yes, true. Yours are overrated, as I hear. Every 15 seconds, the attacker has more power than the defender. Both champions are completely power drained and granted an equal amount of power equal to the amount drained from the opposing champion. So, okay, let's see. So if I have more power, so say I'm building up Corvus, and so 15 seconds, and so for more power than the defender, then they're both drained, granted an amount of power equal to the amount drained. So I get the other person's power. Is that how it works? Sounds great for fighting Hyperion. So when I fight Hyperion, oh no, it's only if the attacker has more power. Okay, so if the attacker has more power, so it's always worse. So I always get the opposite of the benefit. I get the unbenefit, where if I have more power, I will get the power of the other person. So that seems what's the word I'm looking for? It seems annoying. And so that's all of these guys. All going to have that, like, what is it? Power Alternator. Okay, Power Alternator, and then more Power Alternator. Starts with 2 bars of power. Oh my god, that's a lot considering that his L2 is a pain to dodge. And then it's Mephisto here, Power Alternator. Okay, so it's all Power Alternators. Oh, great. That's not so bad. We'll see how those fights go. And then I think I'm on the bleed path, section 2. I think I'm just up here. Everyone's bleed. Bleed, yep. And bleed lunatic. Yeah, this feels very. I've got Heimdall watching my power start too. That'd be brutal. Strike back. It's good to know. I always forget strike back. It's like the one whenever I'm playing any character of any champion and they have strike back, I feel like I always end up totally forgetting and of course throwing my special just because, you know, it's that muscle memory. You just get into the groove where you're throwing specials all the time. And then you throw a special and that's the end of you because all of a sudden it pops them up to full power. But okay, so just check a couple more things. I don't think anything affected me. Nope, still the same. Yeah, that was always my greatest fear is to I always like to join really quick, and then of course if I join really quick and there's some some change, then again another thing that feels terrible. Let's see. Okay, looks like everyone's gearing to go. So okay, well we'll do one fight and then we'll keep on going back in and seeing if we're clear. That's sort of the method we're going to use for Alliance Quest today. That is like you know, as Brian said, the annoying thing about map 7 is, you know, it'd be one thing if I just had to wait for someone to clear and I could do like 4 or 5 fights, but now I have to wait for like 5 people to clear various times. Oh yeah, painful. So, you know, I'm just always, you know, you're just always having to interrupt your gameplay or whatever you're doing to see. I mean, of course, we're good about chat, about telling each other when we're clear, so that's always a huge bonus. But yeah, you know, then you're always watching line to see if you're clear or not. So it's one way or the other. It's just a lot of short-term annoyance, and it makes you have to spend too much time in the game. Like, you know, I don't mind spending time in the game and playing it, but if I have to just be looking like every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes to see things, then yeah, it's no good. See, last week there's Gwen Post of Heimdall. Ha! Oh yeah, that's a cool thing. We're talking about super unique champions. I mean, that Iceman special 3, like the way you can just take it at 5%. Yeah, it's amazing. I know, that's one thing fantastic about Iceman is when you know, push him to that SP3 without realizing it, then all of a sudden you can back out. There you go. There it is, Amino. There's one 6-star dupe Luke Cage. Look how awesome he is. Yeah, he has a lot of like sort of interesting, cool utility. I like the way he sort of, you know, decreases the power based on the number of the number of debuffs the opponent has. He's a lot of good things. Okay, I also have to be really careful in Alliance Quest today. I mean, the Corvus Ghost Rider team, I promise, I really like playing Ghost Riders with suicides, but I don't want to play with suicides. It just takes too much damage. And so, yeah, I gotta make sure that I don't mess them up. Yeah, Iceman almost is that super cool champion. Just doesn't hit quite hard enough. That's my only complaint about him, and which is fine. I mean, considering that, you know, you don't want all characters to have like super great utility and hit really hard, because then you end up with Blade, and he's just like too good of a character. But the nice thing about Iceman is that since he doesn't hit hard, and same with Ghost Rider, if you ever have rage nodes, then you're in luck, because you can just sort of sit back and let the rage, well, against hard characters, the rage doesn't really happen. Oh man, I forgot to get the SP2 that day. Go tanking because he threw a SP3. Okay, so there we go. Match done. Actually, maybe we'll do one more, and then we'll pop back into Alliance Quest and see if anything's moving. But what was I talking about? Totally forgotten. Iceman, armor, Luke Cage. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, Luke Cage is one of the few dupes I wouldn't mind as my 6-star, just because he would I think he's really useful. But right now, unfortunately, I have 26 stars. I want the 21 just to have those nice teams. Yeah, I don't know about Killmonger Pete, to be honest. I mean, he does have interesting, unique abilities. You know, the way he can get those charges up after the SP1 to get unstoppable on the block, and also then the sort of indestructible charges from his SP2. But yeah, it's true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Killmonger. I would have to say, maybe the sub unique characters. Yeah, I guess I really haven't played with him that much to sort of figure out how to use those abilities effectively. Should make a video, Pete. That would be awesome. I'd love to learn how to use them. I guess it's right behind the Ghost video, though. Yeah, the Furies are amazing. I guess I think this is true because I do it, but I always play Ghost Rider, so I always do the 5-hit combo with the medium at the ending just to get the Fury up, and then I do it with the Bleed, and the Bleed does a lot of damage. I mean, we're talking about 1,000 per click, and I wonder if if the bleed's affected by the Furies. I feel like it is, but I have no idea. I should take a look at that. Maybe we'll take a look at it today when I do the 5-star, when I do the arena. Yeah, exactly. And does the Fury affect the bleed, Phantom and Pete? If it does, it's really awesome. Sorry, I just had to grab a sip of tea. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's really nice then, because boy, they do some damage. I mean, it's just clicking away, and if you have deep wounds on, then all the better. Yeah, that's one thing problem. So right now I have the Corvus Blade Ghost Rider team, which I love, but it's the synergy, not the synergy set, the mastery setup. So I love having Mastic Dispersion for Ghost Rider. I love having deep wounds for bleed. I love having suicides for Corvus. So I really need them to make that feature where you can just have like 3 custom setups for your masters. You can just push a button and go back and forth, because I definitely would do that. But one of the most annoying things in this game is having to switch Furies around. Switch masters around. And so especially when you have 3 like really diverse characters like that, you just want to go back and forth all the time. And yeah, but now, well, I probably still will. I have a feeling I'm going to try to use Corvus the most. I mean, at day 1, you can build up those those missions, and so you should be really powerful right off the start. And probably can sustain them for most of the quest. So okay, let's see. Let's go back to the Alliance 4 and see how things are going. Clear at Cam. Yeah, Ghost Rider, Dark Arc. Yeah, what would that trio? Yeah, Blade, I think definitely would be the one, because or Venom. Yeah, I don't know much about Venom, but just seeing that he's a good character for Alliance Quest, especially on that Spider-Verse line. Night Thrasher. Boo for Night Thrasher. He's just a synergy. Okay, nope, not clear yet. Who is on that path right there? So I gotta wait till that ghost goes down. Yep. And then I really want to take this linked. You know, that was the one thing I was trying in the last round, so I wasn't very successful. If you look at the link here, the incoming, what is it? It's this interesting villainy one where you get the increased cruelty, fine, but it's the villains get power and the heroes do not. That's actually great against fighting. Like, so this Vision would never get power, which seems fantastic. It is fantastic. The problem is, maybe what would happen with the Corvus? So Nova, Supernova, Nova Prime, is that who it is? But he's not here yet, so we will see. We'll see when it comes out. Let's take a look at old Corvus. So he's he's in Thanos' army. So what does that mean for that node? Oh yeah, it's in the puzzle. Everyone thinks Nova. Well, I hear a lot about Nova. You know, I read comic books when I was young, and I do remember Nova. I don't remember too much about him. I remember what it looks like. He actually sort of looks a lot like Captain Marvel, but I don't remember how powerful he was or anything too much about him. So incoming. Okay, so maybe we'll take this incoming. So villainy. Villains in this arena attain absolute power. Heroes do not gain power. So what happens to Thanos, who's neither a villain nor a hero? Seems risky. Last time I took a risk like that, it ended up failing. There was the one where it was like the crit move with your best shot, and it happened twice, and it just didn't do any damage. I guess I could always back out if it's yeah, if it's bad. Well, okay, we'll just wait till it's clear. We won't mess around. But then, does he have villainy too? That's great, fighting him with villainy. Yeah, he has it also. but 150% attack is pretty strong. I don't know. Don't think it's worth it. Okay, we'll just be patient. Back to Arena. So let's see. Nova's the only character that's been in both the Guardians and the New Warriors. Yeah, I don't remember the New Warriors at all. But this is the same Nova who I see in. He's like, he has a Captain Marvel and he has a yellow helmet. I think that's him. But if he's on the picture, I guess he's coming out. You'd think with Captain Marvel they'd have a lot of Captain Marvel related characters. I'm surprised you don't have the man Captain Marvel as one of them, just because they have, you know, of course, it'd just be another character to add. Okay, good, that's him. Yeah, he seems very Captain Marvel-esque, I mean, because he comes from the same, I guess, dimension, planets that she does. And yeah, why not throw him into the game? You can never have too many Captain Marvel characters. Okay, yeah, I just never played those games, so I do not know them. Let's get a 4-star here. I like putting a 4-star in just because it doesn't disrupt. This is going to be a hard fight. This is 11, this is Thanos. But put someone pretty strong in here. Like, let's go with Dark Spider. Why not? This is where I lose my streak. Thorn Jane Foster. Oh, she's always iffy at best for a win. But yeah, we got the Suicide Zone, so hopefully they can do enough damage. And as Dave said, we got the trifecta. We got class advantage and all. So if I can, yeah, it's always the first. It's actually this first fight. If I can win with Jane Foster, then I'm not too worried about at least getting one victory off the other two. She's off to a good start. I'm probably have to like eat an SP3, which, unless Gamora decides not to throw it. Nope. Oh no. Oh no. That's like the worst thing can happen. Come on, die please. Die, die, die. And dead. Yeah. There it is. Let's see. At least 565 pass. Wow. Wow, that's a good challenge for your heart rate. That's it's a war, I assume. Yeah, that's not gonna be so good. You should be fine though. Actually, boy, I do like it when I have hard fights in war. It just makes it so interesting. Like a rank 4 these days, it's just essentially like too easy. You know, you just crush right through them. But yeah, having a bunch of rank 5s. I was trying to think what are some of my better paths in war. I think something similar, like having a Domino, rank 5 Domino, rank 5 Alliance War, Infinity Man, Alliance War, and a Horde just like that is yeah, a pretty good challenge. Maybe even a Sabretooth to start off the fight. I don't think I've ever had a Heimdall. Korg I'm pretty used to fighting. I'd say Korg's I feel comfortable fighting. Just does a lot of damage because I'm just holding blocks. I tend not to try to go for the intercept at all. I just sit there and let him wail away at me until he throws his heavy, and then go in after that, and then just bait out the SP2. Do you turn off dexterity for Korg? I was doing that for most of my Korg fights, and yeah, just again, I don't know if it's necessary, but just saves you some damage when you know, it goes unblockable and unstoppable at the same time, and then you pretty much are going to get some hits unless you're really good at intercepting. But yeah, it's always good to have strong fights in war. That's actually part of the fun of it. Okay, that takes care of all the 6 stars. Let's just refresh them all and go back over to Alliance Quest. A generic. Oh yeah. Who'd you use your generic on, Pete? I can't remember. Was it Night Thrasher? Yeah, I bet 6.1 is going to come with something nice. It's obviously going to at least come with a random one. But if I was going to get a Awakening Gem right now, which one would I want? Anything but Mystic, basically. I think I'd have a home for anything, but except for Mystic would be awful. But if I really had to choose one, I guess I still have thoughts about ranking out my Proxima, or if Blade and Havoc. Okay. What did I use mine on? I used mine on Ice Angel and Void. Ice Angel, Archangel. Yeah, those are two pretty good ones. Blade and Havoc. Yeah, Cosmic I think would be the one I prefer the most. Mutant, I don't really have much use for them, but at some point I'll get Sinister or Havoc, and then I'll probably use them. Or I do have Domino, but now that I have a 6-star Domino, I don't know if I'm going to invest too much in the 5-star Domino. Yeah. Oh, 3 skill gems, man! You got to go for Nick Fury, then you can use it and get Aegon. But yeah, I have 1 skill. I've sort of been saving it for 24, 42. Okay, yeah, I often fight him on 42. Yeah, I mean, lots of people don't turn decks off. It's sort of a luxury to do that, I feel, because it's yeah, you can still easily win the fight even with decks on. So, hang on, it's time for another sip of tea. I'm the opposite Panda Man. I'm really interested in Nick Fury, but not as interested in Aegon. Yeah, the build-up, except for Corvus, I never really liked build-up champions too much. And so yeah, I've always just sort of waited on having a with a skill gem. I have the skill gems have been sort of the ones I've hung on to the longest. I had a skill gem forever and finally used it on Cord, but now it just depends. I mean, Nick Fury could be another Diablo, so in the end I may not use them at all. But hang on, time for a sip of tea. It is good. Oh yeah, Night Thrasher. I don't know. Night Thrasher is maybe the only character I don't have in any stars. I don't have him as a 3-star or a 4-star, and certainly not as a 5-star. Yeah, it's what people are saying. Maybe people being you keep on saying. I guess I've just never, I never ever have played him, so I just have no opinion of him whatsoever. I probably give him as a 6-star. Actually, I'd like him as a 6-star. Yeah, there's a lot of characters like that. They're sort of like good, but yeah, they don't have much. But if you like playing them, like Rogue is my quintessential like fun character. Like I just like playing with Rogue, and I love her abilities. But I mean, she's not breaking the game any day soon. So okay, off to 5 stars. Let's get these guys. So 1.4. So that's 1.5 million. That's basically with some 4 stars at the very beginning of the multipliers, and then then now I should be able to get another 2.5 with the 5 stars, and yeah, I'm on my way to 2,000 shards. So yeah, let's see. Still the King fights, Thanos fights, but now with these 5-star rank 5s, it's quite a different feeling playing them. Just sort of cut right through them. Let's see, Iron Man Infinity War. He's surprisingly good on offense. I both feel guilty and not at the same time, because I'm not very good about ranking up defensive champions. And Iron Man Infinity War was my one big exception. I got the 4-5 Jim from Variant and as tech, and I really wanted to get a good defensive character, because I mean, aside from Iceman, who really has not become that good, and so I did Iron Man Infinity War. But now even Iron Man Infinity War, I can't remember the last time he's got any kills in war. I mean, I fight them all the time on 38, and pretty simple for me. So it's funny when he first came out how he just totally stopped some paths, just because no one knew how to fight him yet. But now you sort of have this rank 5 character who's okay. I mean, he gives him prestige, which isn't bad, and he's fun to play. Actually, I really enjoy playing him. But I don't know. He doesn't in the end help too much with either the alliance or with my gameplay. So yeah, it's interesting to think about defensive. And now, of course, now that we're full on like not caring about. Yeah, exactly. Who's gotten? So we've done 2 wars. Both wars, my Corvus has gotten kills. I think Corvus is a highly underrated defender. I mean, the thing about Corvus is with those crits, I mean, he doesn't have to hit you many times to kill you, especially on one of those like super heavy nodes. And then on top of that, you know, the way he can hit your blocks, if you try just to you know, eat blocks, you know, he's still doing really good damage. So I don't know, I think Corvus might be the new OP defender. Yeah, of course, Thing he is, but at some point too, we'll get a thing counter, I guess. Okay, some question we had about, was it Ghost Rider? No, I can't remember. I said, oh, I'll fight him with my 5 stars. So let's go duck in on Alliance Quest, see what's going on, see for free. I think Cam does his first path, but he's busy plotting away, so yeah, it takes some time. There's Panda Man, J-Rock. Should we take a look at Panda Man's team, see who he has? Let's see, Panda Man. Oh, there it is. There is the I don't know what we call it, the Trinity minus Spider-Man plus Darkhawk. Oh man, you have so much fun with that team, Pete. I'm envious. You go run suicides with that. I mean, Darkhawk is obviously super good suicides, and Ghost Rider's sort of middle. It doesn't hurt him too much, but unfortunately Blade gets eaten by them. Let's see, Amino, picture of Nick Fury. Ah, really made me worry about him. Bleed take up 3. Hit Drax with 46 non-crit. That sounds terrible. Yep, that doesn't sound very good. Captain Marvel. Yeah, I know. Meth champions. Yeah, exactly. They're just that. They're meth. You know, like all excited and they're not good. Half suicides. Yeah, half suicides. I've never run half suicides. They always seem like less than half. Seems like if you're going to run them, you might as well run them all the way. But yeah, bleed only. I mean, because then of course Ghost Rider won't be affected at all, and then you can just wait for well, Blade heal. It's too bad Blade's signature ability, his the way he makes debuffs expire faster when he gains more power. Does that happen if you have the bleed from suicides, or does it have to happen? Oh, it's true. Yeah, you don't get the bad regen. Yeah, it's true. Then you can just basically outlast the bleed and heal right back up. Yep. Yeah. Maybe half suicides would be the way to go. Then you do have the recoil, but I guess it's not so bad. Especially all 3 of those champions are so sustainable that yeah, you can always just heal back up whatever you're losing. Okay, let's do a couple more arena fights here, and then we'll jump back in. Oh yeah, look at all these juicy ranked rewards. Just getting all those crystals and shards. Ah, here it is. Here's the Trinity. An old but good. Okay, I guess. Oh, sorry. We'll think about Ghost Rider's bleed. Let's take a quick look. I only have 1 point of deep wounds right now because the way I've set up suicides. Of course, you might not ever get to see it as we have problems with our network. Okay, let me just. Oh, there it is. Okay, who shall we go against? Against Yellow Jackie Hood Blade. And okay, let's try this right here. Okay, so let's see. I meant to look at Ghost Rider and see what his how long the bleed lasts, but I think the bleed ticks for 1,000 each click, and lasts a pretty good time. Well, of course I don't have deep wounds, but okay. First we'll go with Fury. There's a Fury. Now the bleed. Okay, yeah, look at that bleed. 1143. It lasts a pretty good time. Oh man, it's just like absolutely melted him. Yep, Ghost Rider, pretty awesome character. And the thing that's nice about Mystic Dispersion with him is, yes, true, you build a power sword too quick, but then you have that. Well, then you reset it. So when you do the SP3, the SP3 is a really nice special. You know, you get the power lock, which is amazing. You get this like nice trickle of damage, which is also amazing. And then everything's reset, so then I can go right back and get another bleed and get another regen. So yeah, in many ways I think sort of like the quick play with Ghost Rider, where you're just getting, you know, those easy ones off the combo, getting the regen, and then getting to the SP3. I think it's not a bad way to play them, and yeah, just get a lot of sustainability and a lot of damage. Yeah, no, the animations are really cool, really cool. What you call it? Special 2 or Special 3 feature. Oh man, it's so hard. Yeah, Stark Spider-Man, my favorite character in the game. Just, you know, the other thing that's really unique about him, when we talk about unique characters, is the way he easily handles specials. Like, so many times against things like Agent Venom or Punisher or Punisher 2099, I mean, you just have to eat blocks. I mean, you know, there's no way you can block, like, who is that, Iron Man, War Machine. But, you know, with Spider-Man, you hold the block and 70% of them he evades, and that's really cool. That's, again, just one of those unique things that he has that not many other characters, I don't know if any other character really has that. I mean, you think about evade characters like Nightcrawler and the usual Spider-Mans, but they're just annoying. Like, their evades, I guess Spider-Man and Stark does it too, can happen in fights, but yeah, that special evade is just, it's a really cool feature. There he is, there's Omega. He's the newest 5-star. Let's take him against Thanos and we'll see how he does. See if we can, not Thanos, against King Groot, see if we can melt him down with his Sig ability. So I want to get him up higher and higher in Sig. Of course, it's always the yeah, I mean, his Sig ability really helps him right here, especially all that like extra damage he does. And so he's my goal is to build him up. He's at 100 right now, and yeah, so halfway there. And he always seems like he's crazy at the level he's at. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like once he gets up to 200. He's just gonna absolutely melt everyone. Void. So I'm just so used to that war team, Void, Vision, and Stark Spider-Man, that yeah, I mean, they sort of have become my favorite characters just because I use them so much in Alliance War over the last few seasons. But they're such a good team because you have like pretty cool different features. Like you get the power control for Vision, you get Spider-Man and all of his interesting features, you get the, you know, the dealing with the regen of Void and the debuffs. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty cool team, I would say. Yeah, I would say by far my favorite team, maybe my favorite 3 characters in the game. So I was trying this just for fun, so I just like to build up things like hitting Lon to block when trying to stay close to him and him hit me. Just, yeah, like that. Get up those what do you call it, those oops, that was not so great, but right back in there. Of course in the arena I can play him so much differently. Yeah, if you're just eating hits, you know, it just builds them up. Oh no, I lost the, what is that? Death field, but it didn't matter. Yeah, boy, just crazy. I mean, look, I mean, King Groot is such a strong character, so much health, and yep, just absolutely, what you call it, absolutely drained him of his health. Yeah, Mega, super fun, and the regen is such a nice added bonus. I don't know if I'd ranked him up if he didn't have the regen. And again, love sustainable champions, and the regen is good. Okay, Panda Man, thanks for dropping in. I'll see you in Alliance Quest. Let's have a good day 1 and just crush it. Thanks for joining. And speaking of Alliance Quest, in we go, and yeah, not there yet. See how everything's going. So yeah, looks like they're doing some link nodes up there. Apparently this Dr. Octopus is streaming here. Let's take a look. Oh no, that's Cam. Huh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I wonder who's on the Ghost one then. So it usually is Cam. Dr. Octopus apparently is a really hard fight. Why is it so hard? Poison, okay. It's nothing special. What's going on here? Poison and power gain. Maybe it's the power gain? No, it seems like someone was having a lot of trouble with him, or many people had a lot of trouble with him. But back to Rhea we go. Maybe let me look and see who's on that first. Let's go check my check the paths and see. Let's see what a path is. That very first one. It opens up the map. That is path. Path. Well, I can't quite read it, of course. This picture's too small. Path 5. Okay. Who's on path 5? Path 5 is. Path 5 is. Brett. Okay. He's usually pretty good about getting on soon, so I'm sure he'll have it cleared out very quick. Okay. Just check and see if there's anything I need to look in line chat. No, looks all good. Off back to some Alliance Arena. Okay. So yeah, so let's talk about Omega Red. Yeah, I think that regen was definitely pushed me to the rank 5 in him. But yeah, well, I came down to him or who was it? Him, Emma, or Night Thrasher. I think was basically where my choices ended up. Yeah, he was definitely best of those characters. I am envious of Panaman Pete's Night Thrasher. I mean, that's a pretty cool character. And then you can, yeah, then he's just so good for Alliance Quest. Suicide friendly, great against the mini boss. So I've only fought, what have I fought? I fought the mini boss once, and that was a Groot, who I fought with Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider absolutely crushed it. The 15 minutes is great. That's when Ghost Rider excels. Like if you have long fights like that, I mean, especially against a character like Groot, who just doesn't do much damage, then it's great, you know. So you can bait out heavy, not bait out the special ones. You just wait on it, and then you take a lot of block damage, but no big deal. You just regen it all back up, and you get special 3s, and you can repeat. Yeah, it's just a pretty good fight against him. It took me several minutes to get him down, but it wasn't any worry. And then day 5 of last week, I did fight the Kingpin boss. What happened? We were worried about, it was a really hard day, and a couple people were coming close to using all their items. We had some people with like 5 and 6 items left, and so our goal was to try to get down Kingpin, because then that takes down the global node, that Counter-Strike. That's the problem when you're having those long fights, is Counter-Strike pops up, and then of course you have that unblocked for like 15 seconds, which is really difficult to deal with. And a bunch of people had fought Kingpin, so he's down to 14%, and I must have had to revive my characters 1 or 2 times, but actually at that point they had a lot of health left. So I had Void, Blade, and Ghost Rider, and so I went and fought him, and I think it did take all three of those characters to get him down. Like the first 2 died, and then the last one I think I did really well. It was one of those things where when you fight a boss like that for the first time, it takes some time just to get into the groove of everything. I mean, the hardest part was that you almost couldn't take any block damage. It was just hitting so hard. So I did my best to quickly get him up to the SP1, and then I would just dance around a lot until I was able to get him. Well, I would bait his SP1, hit him, try to get him up to the SP1 again, and just keep on doing that. And so that was my plan, and it worked pretty good. I was able to get him down at 14%, but boy, Enzo, you mind if I just take this vision? Sure, go ahead, Art, no worries. I mean, I'm totally fine with my path, with the characters I have. He's all yours. shall we go watch art? Let me do this arena fight and we'll go. Yeah, it's actually I'm curious. Well, I'll ask you Art after you've done it. If you're using so he shouldn't gain any power because he's a hero. And then if you're going to use Corvus, I just am curious what will happen with Corvus. If Corvus is going to gain power or not because of that node where villains don't gain power but heroes do, or the opposite. But yeah, that's sort of why I hadn't gone in to take a note and just worry that Corvus would somehow not gain any power, and then that could be an ugly fight. He can't get to his SP2. Because then you end up invariably like running out of glaive charges, and then you just have to again just dance around for 45 seconds while you get your glaive charges back, and if you do that more than once or twice, yeah, it's not so good, and probably means you're gonna lose the fight. Maybe I'll go camp out it. No, because I made the first moves, that's right, so I used 1 energy, so I don't think I'm in any danger of losing my energy. But we'll go over there and look and see what Alliance Quest is looking like in a minute. He didn't gain power, he being Corvus, or him being Vision. No, Vision wasn't going to, because he's a hero in that node. Wish we could add nodes when we duel. Yeah, I know, Mary. I think that's yeah, I think that'd be really good to help us. But on the other hand, I sort of agree with Brian. Oh, okay, that's good to know, Art. Good, okay. I probably would have taken a noted if I had known that, but no big deal. You're a braver man than me. I was too worried about it. I sort of agree with Brian, though, Mary, that having the ability to put nodes in duels, it just makes it like then we can sort of figure out everything in this game. And I do like the challenge of having to go into a fight sort of not knowing what exactly will happen. It just keeps the game a little bit fresh, but I think either perspective is right. I think, you know, it's not like we don't watch all these videos and listen to all these chats and things like that to figure everything out too, so it's probably sort of the same thing in the end. Okay, let's go back to Alliance Quest now and see what's going on. Man, so now Art has those tasty 2 missions. That's so nice. Oh, good. Okay, so he's going against him. This Hyperion always scares me so much, this fight, just because he is, I mean, it's just, yeah, I'm always worried about his power gain. Because with the power gain, then yeah, you can just get SP3'd so easily. I think I'm going to go in with, who should I go in? Yeah, I think I'll go with Ghost Rider, get the class advantage. Oh, I guess I could go with Blade though. Got 40% is pretty nice. Got Suicides on. Oh, he's clear now. Let's think. Should I go with Corvus and Suicides? And they got that funny thing with the power. Oh, so many decisions. Let's see. I'm definitely gonna do Corvus for my next fight. And then nope. I'm gonna go in with. Let's go with Ghost Rider. I'll go turn off my Suicide, so let's just get out of here for a second. Now turn back on. Such a pain, but again, I always like to be careful. I mean, Alliance War, no sense in making a mistake and costing a lot of items, or potentially failing my path, so let's be conservative. Okay, so we're going to put on I guess we just go for a blade setup. No, I think I will use Ghost Rider. Let's go for a Ghost Rider setup. I wonder, I think I can have Suicides on and also get Mystic Dispersion. So I need 23 points to get Suicides. Let's see what this setup looks like. Pretty strong blade setup. And then I can decide, because Mystic Dispersion is sort of a luxury. Yeah, no, Mary, it's it's always again this balance of trying to not make it too too predictable, but also not making it too impossible. yeah, it's I think again, as I said, you can go either way. You'd probably be right. Maybe if they gave you one node, nah, I guess that would. If they give you one node, they might as well give you as many as you wanted. I did like that one. That was really cool when Kabam had that champion challenge where you were allowed to choose your what you call it, your where the content creators were choosing the nodes. Yeah, it was really interesting. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to just okay, let's just put 2 here, and let's just put 3 there. We won't have mystic dispersion. I have 1 point in scatter lens right now, which since we're not really going hard this war, I should take that out. Maybe I'll do that next time. So might as well get that point to use it somewhere. Yeah, it is. In this build, yeah, I really don't like having so much there unless I'm trying to get some points in what you call it, in mystic dispersion. I need just to build up to those 11 points. Okay, here it comes. Yeah, I know. I mean, that is hard, and yeah, but after you've played these maps, like, you know, in 3 months we've played these maps all like 12 times, everything then sort of comes together. It's when you do like new content like Act 6, and yeah, then it's when you really gotta like struggle to get all the things. Okay, Cameron. 1 in scatter lens at all time. Okay, good advice. I know you always give great advice, so if you say do it, I'm definitely doing it. Okay, so we're going Ghost Rider. Yeah, let's go Ghost Rider in this. Oh, it's still linked. Is that true? Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm still waiting for Brett to clear. Okay. I'm glad I just changed all those masteries. That was yep, big to do about nothing. I guess you don't mind art. You're alright. You don't need to get to Bishop anytime soon. And I mean, I guess I could take him noted, but yeah. And I guess the only good thing about this guy noted is that he doesn't gain power, but does Ghost Rider? What is Ghost Rider? Is he a villain? I can't remember. Let's take a look. Ghost Rider is... he's a hero, isn't he? Hero, yep. So he wouldn't gain power either. So to have 2 characters gaining no power in a fight to the death, well, that doesn't sound very great. I could go with Corvus. He doesn't gain power. Go with Corvus, but then I want my Suicide's back on. But I want my Suicide's on for... Oh man, we might all just be witnessing a great waste of units. Let's just think about this. Yeah, I know, it sounds amazing. I did that in my first ones. Yeah, we'll go do that. Villainy. And you said that he gained power? Okay, so watch me change back, and then Brett fight Ghost, and then he has power again. I want to do the opposite. This could be a nightmare scenario that we're about to witness, but okay, let's hope not. So, and I want Suicide's on for Arena anyway. It just makes Arena so much better. Oh, what a waste of units. Let's see how many units this is costing me. Just, it's like one of those things. Oh, too late. Just use Ghost Rider. Too late. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like Ghost Rider. I'm not going to gain power. It's not hitting that hard. I can only get 2 judgments. I feel like, again, I'm trying to be a little more conservative here with Alliance Quest and make sure I just play optimally. I mean, by the time, you know, again, we've done this for a couple months, and I feel comfortable that I will, but, and again, I always go use Suicides anyway for the next fight against, what's his name, Cable. Oh. Let's hope this is a big mistake. How was that transducer or power alternative? Sure, I have a Mega Red. He's on the bench right now. Maybe he should be off the bench. Yeah, if this is a good this path might be good. I could bring a Mega Red Blade and Corvus and just sort of deal with the Mega Blade and the Suicides. I mean, it's not great, but again, you can always heal. So okay, well, it is what we're doing. So these are the ones that cost 12 units for each of these, but again, everything else doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. If you have, but I get his power, so, and, okay, so every 15 seconds, okay, good to know, you're right. So that means my Corvus is going to be losing power pretty quick. That's, yeah, okay, this might be disastrous, but, well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Might be better than him gaining power, so I would definitely have more power than him every 15 seconds. But hopefully I can maybe just get some SP1s in, but we'll see. We will see how it goes. I mean, he should be hitting pretty hard anyway. That I almost don't need specials. Okay, off we go. Let's see. Okay, let's just be really careful. Let's read everything really well. Got villainy, champion boost, tyranny. Got skill, so every time I block him, he gets a charge. But medium light check confuses charge. Okay, nope. Sometimes you just gotta find out. So let's try it. Okay. Suicide's on, so I'll be healing a little bit. I forgot to throw the special just because every 15 seconds I'm gonna lose my power anyway, so. Come on, kill him. Nope. I gotta fight Gimped. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Lost a fair bit of health though, 11%, and they just hit really hard when they have the nodes up. But yeah, I mean he'll gain some of it back. It means I'm off to cable now. Let's see. It's the same thing where he has this funny transducer thing, but let's check out his everything. So cable has power trainer transducer. Delivery device 100% longer. Most power when strucks. Defender rewards more power when struck. That's different. Okay. Okay, everything seems okay. So we'll see if we can build up to an SP2. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, it seemed to go better than expected. I mean, when Hyperion's not gaining power, though, it's not too bad a fight. It's worth the 150% extra attack. Let's see how this goes. I'll lose my power. I did. Damn it. I was just waiting for that. Now I got bait out of stupid special 2. Oh no. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, boy. This has been a bad fight. Totally forgot about the stupid power flood. Well, he'll be alright. He won't die. Okay, there it is. Oh man, I was so close. I just knew I was going to be right on the edge with that transducer. I was like, oh yeah, I got my SP2. I should have just thrown it. But instead, I waited just a little bit of a second just to, I don't know why, because it's unblockable. I guess I wanted him to charge into me and see if I could kill him. But anyway, well, he got a mission, so that's good. I assume, Art, that you want up. Yep, Art definitely wants a mission off of Bishop, which is good. And let's see, then I'll move down to Fisto, which has to be Blade because of course I get the Dangerous Sense. But I think I have to wait till someone really far away clears and let's take a look. Yeah, well, it depends on what Art does, but it's like, actually we're moving pretty good. Maybe I will be able to get him clear. Okay, down we go. Wish what's his name was? Corvus was Incinerate immune. Okay, let's just back out of this though. I can't decide if I want to fight with Blade with Suicides on. You know, I don't know. I just don't like Blade with Suicides. He just loses so much health. But again, if I can regen it, it's not so bad. It hits a lot harder. Well, okay. Good. Who's that fighting out there? Is that Panda Man? Oh, it's Cade. Cade doing the business. Oh man, let's talk about a little bit team there. Suicide friendly. Oh, it's such a beautiful team. Vision. Ah, good. We're moving right along. Okay, this is why I love this side. Yep, I just saw it. Yeah, I know. This next, aren't they out of control, Mary? I mean, and I'm so lucky. Like, you know, us four on this side, Cade, Pete, and Art. We're such an awesome team, but imagine if just like someone was 10, 15 minutes delayed here, or 30 minutes delayed here, and the person is, I mean, you know, you'd just be checking all the time. But these guys, we just rock this first section. Everyone is just playing the game and on it, and so it works so well. But yeah, they are just too much. Look at all those like purple lines all over the place. It's just out of control. I don't know what Command was thinking. Like, I just want to. I mean, we've already give our lives to the game, but now we like give our lives, our sanity, and like every waking moment, and give up sleep just to play this. Okay, let me take down this. I hope Art has another piece of energy. Yeah, okay, let's keep Suicides on for Blade. Again, we can always decide this is a mistake. Got the power alternator, enhance incinerate. Oh, painful. Painful. Okay, so, well, we'll see how much I can dance around the incinerate. We'll probably just go for quick and speed. And anything else? Let's see. Slow beat a little bit. Okay. Get up some power. Keep him out of getting incinerate. Okay, feel free to throw your speed 1. Thank you. Did he get the regeneration? He did. That's terrible. Going for the kill. Okay. It's okay. I mean, again, between the recoil and what you call it, and suicides, you know, it's a fair bit of health lost. Was it 19%? But you know, with the regen of Blade and being day 1. Oh, good. Is Art going unlinked? Oh, look at that. Look at that teamwork. It's like everyone's just on it. We got Panaman coming in. There he is, Panaman. Oops. Looks like his Blade had a little bit of trouble. Oh, I forgot Blade had that plus 40%. Oh my god, Blade is like a monster this round. And then yeah, I got Panaman, Cade, and Art. Boy, I mean, I am so proud to be part of this group here. There's too much power. Okay. Did Art you go in and fight this thing? Hello, Heisenberg. Welcome to the stream. How's BG1 doing with the first day of Alliance War? I mean, Alliance War Quest. Things are going good over here. You can see we're just cranking down this low right. Okay. Just was sort of I saw what you can see, the little red timer with Iron Man Infinity War. Yeah, it's not too bad. I usually go to bed around midnight, and then I usually make someone else fight whoever this guy is. Usually it's, who was it last time? It was Juggernaut, maybe? I can't remember, but yeah, I almost never fought this with someone else. It doesn't matter, like it's either on my path and the link doesn't affect anyone else. Let's see, breakthrough. Okay, silver 9. 20% debuff. Okay, enhanced fury. Recovery. Seems like a good. Maybe I'll bring Ghost Rider for that one. Oh, there it is. Pete's just taken down the Red Skull now. Yeah, that will more or less finish this section. Oh yeah, nice, Heisenberg. Did you do the take them link trick? So I just fought that Hyperion linked, which is great because since we hadn't cleared that ghost yet, that means he has that villain node, which is what was it? The villain node doesn't allow heroes to gain power, so Hyperion gains no power. It's a really great time to actually have someone linked. So that's pretty fun. Um, and then the rest are pretty easy fights. So I did get just totally goofball the fight with Cable and got SB3'd just because the transducer like stole all my power as I was building Corvus up. Yeah, it's a great what you call it, the stream you did with Dreamin'. That was amazing. I just forget about notifications off. I feel like they don't come in except for a few things. Yeah, it is. It's really cool. Except they get the plus 150%, so I took a fair bit of like block damage, but I still think it's worth it. I mean, not to have any threat of having Hyperion SP3U is pretty nice. And then yeah, it's true if you use if you have Blade, and then it's super easy because he has that plus 40% this round. So okay, well, I guess we will leave Alliance Quest. I mean, now all of us are sort of like running out of power. Maybe Cade will come down. If the other's Cade taking out that Iron Man Infinity War. I think we all have like an hour or two to get any more power, but yeah, almost got it cleared out. Oh yeah, Vision, of course. Vision's great versus him. I'd be really worried about with this power alternator too and Hyperion. You know, I didn't see any counter, so I guess you just gotta keep a mental clock in your head of 15 seconds, or maybe there was a indicator. You know, sometimes when you do these fights, like especially with people like Corvus Glaive, there's so many circles up there, it's hard to navigate what all the circles mean. So, but yeah, I can imagine with Vision, you know, all of a sudden if you get like, because synthesis is what, every 30 seconds, every 20 seconds? If you got that, so it means at 60 seconds, you know, you're running, well, yeah, I guess you're running the danger of Vision like getting synthesis and then he's taking all your power. Oh, is there a timer? Okay. I just wasn't paying attention. I guess I'll take a look at the playback and see. That would be really helpful. I don't think I would, well, I would have done better against that Cable if I'd seen I was just about to run out. I just would have thrown my special and probably then not gotten, given him so much power and gotten SP3'd. But, okay, let's do a little more fighting here. Oh yeah, no, Mary. I know, there's some, I remember a couple times, oh, it was with Brawl, like I was fighting Angela and Brawl last map 7, and it was just all over the place. I mean, she already has like 5 icons, and then Brawl would come up, and I was trying to keep track of his unstoppable, so I could wait and see when I attack him. Yeah, and you know, of course, trying to watch those on the iPad. You know, I can't decide if it's advantage or disadvantage, but the screen is big enough that you know you sort of have to track your eyes. So if you're looking up, you might miss something in the fight. Yeah, that's all. It's all a little, what's the word? A little dicey. But I guess yeah, I'd rather have it than not have it. Like that's always the annoying thing about Vision is that he doesn't have any timer for his synthesize, which to me seems silly because everything else does. And so it's just nice to know, especially if you're playing him and you know. Of course, the first time you get it, it's really quick. You get it right at the start, but then sometimes you're building up power and you don't want to go to an SP3, so you know you're throwing your specials prematurely, not knowing if you're going to build up too much power or not. It'd be super helpful to have a nice little timer up there. I feel like there's other times in this game where there's some ability that you don't really have a timer on, you can't see, but maybe because Vision was so old, they really weren't thinking about characters and how they work that much, but I guess it'd be an easy change. Maybe no one else cares but me. No. I guess it would be nice to do some live Alliance War, but I don't know if I'm allowed to, and we're not starting till 1800 on the East Coast, which means I will already be asleep, so I think I'm back up for the beginning of this war, which is fine, because then once I'm awake I can help out on any path that's needed. But yes, I'm sort of yeah, I'm a little sad just because it's against NYC, and I always like the challenge of fighting them, though they've crushed us every time, but it would be fun to go hard against him and see if we can finally pull out a victory. But again, you know, I think we'll go an itemless war and take it easy, so it won't be too much interesting in this fight because, yeah, their defense could be way too strong for not going with any items to do any damage. So there's little hope when we fight them at the full power. Now there's no hope, but that's okay. Again, there's no reason to go hard in both Alliance War and Alliance Quest. It's just kill everyone and drain us of all of our items. Submits by Supreme. He might be the best animated character they have. He's just so beautiful. I mean, oh, so cool. He's a little hard to see everything going on, but you know, just the splash of his attack and just all the cool colors and highlights. Yep. Oh, is it? Ah, you're right. Let's see if I can fix that. I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, what happened, Heisenberg? Yeah, yesterday I was fooling around opening windows and things like that. So annoying. Yeah, of course. You won't be able to see the upper right of the screen. Or is it just that it's out of... Can you see all the screen? Let me just look at my my feed here. It's always just slightly delayed, so it takes a little bit of time to see. And the answer is... Okay, you can see everything. Yeah, it's just skewed. I guess we'll call it fashionably skewed for this stream. I don't want to try to fix it because I'll probably end up doing something foolish. Yeah, still not what's the word, a super adept streamer yet, but yeah, will come. I need to work on a few skills with streaming. I want to have a music track, so I need to get like, you know, more than just one song playing over and over again. I want to, you know, maybe get some words up. I don't know if I want to do cutoffs. I mean, I feel like a real streamer if I was putting up cutoffs every day. For Sabretooth, someone asked me in stream, and so for Sabretooth I said if I was going to say a cutoff, I would say 32, but I'd guess it's only 28. I think you always want to sort of overestimate a little bit. No, I doubt I know more than you do, Heisenberg. I can say I'm a super novice streamer. Sorry, quick tea break. Hello, J-Car. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. So yeah, I was just talking about cutoff. So I would have said 32 because it's better to err high, because I think if you say lower than the cutoff, then people are mad at you. So okay, back to that. I said 32 is what I'd say, 28 is what I believe, and it ended up being 30. So I guess if I take the average of what I say and then what I believe, that'll be the cutoff. So let's try that again. So here we have Sabretooth. I guess I'd go the same. I think he's going to drop, to be honest. They always seem to drop the second round. I would say I believe he's going to be a mere 24, but I would say 30 just to be safe and don't want people angry with me. So if he's 24, 30, what's that? The average is 27. Okay, so then that would be the actual prediction. So we'll go with 27. Okay, so then we'll see how it does, and you know, if I'm reasonably close, well, of course I'll be reasonably close because yeah, he's not going to go much out of that range. But you know, it's also during the week. Like I can imagine the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday grinds are smaller. So well, again, I've made my predictions. I won't keep on analyzing it because it's just like random guessing and with no basis. And yeah, we'll just see how I do. So 27 is what I say. And if I say enough numbers, the best part is then I'll be right at some point. Like if I can keep on analyzing it and say like 22 maybe, 24 or 18, and I can always point back to the moment in the stream where I said, aha, I got it exactly right. That's the way I feel about fortune tellers, or I guess not fortune tellers. Who are the doomsayers, the ones who say like the world's going to end? I mean, it's true, they're most often wrong, but at some point one of them will be right, and then he'll be like, ah, look at me, I was right. Of course, his victory will be short-lived because the war will end. But yeah, I guess for that one brief shining moment, as the sun explodes or the comet crashes into us, he'll be able to tell everyone, I told you so, and feel really good about himself. So I guess it's one thing to look forward as a doomsayer. And one time you're right. Okay, I got totally distracted. I'm slowing down my arena. Let's go against Dog Brew. of the Alliance Q_E. I wish there's a mutant. I love it when there's a mutant to fight with Sentinel. Thanks, Mary. Yep. You know, like when you're streaming, you definitely have to have the art of just talking about random subjects for many hours, and so I hope a few of the things I say are relatively amusing. Just listen to some person babble on for many hours. Yeah, it's always such a game trying to build up analysis charges with Sentinel, even in Arena, where I just go in there and just hit people because it's not there's nothing else to do in Arena. But I still like to try to build some up just to work on my what do you call it, analysis charge building skills. I love B Manning's videos with Sentinel. The one where he fights Domino. Oh man, he's just the master of taking it to the last second. It's going to be a long fight because you have to build up your analysis charges, and he does that, and he just plays it so well. Gets his SP3, just waits to the timer's like at 0.005, and then throws the SP3 and takes her down the rest of the way. And that's just like nerves of steel to do that. It's yeah, it's pretty cool to see, very inspiring. And that's a hard fight too, but Sentinel does really well against Domino just because yeah, I guess, well, because he has that class advantage and all those extra advantages against mutants. The other thing that's really cool about that video is just how he attacks into her when she throws her SP1. He attacks into it halfway. I mean, talk about, again, just total nerves of steel. It's such a boss move to do that. That's really quite cool. I mean, that is the sign of like a really good player when they're using that type of techniques. Yeah, and now when I fight Domino, I always think, oh, I should do that, and every now and then I remember, but she's like halfway through her special, and I end up just like eating the second part of that special where she throw her gun at you. I think that's what happens. Too bad Dreamer's not here. He could give me my nightly ghost rating. Last night I scored an impressive 2.5 of my ghost ability, which was a new high, up from 2. I like his grading just because, I'm all for a strict grading. Him as a teacher, I'm sure he says the same thing to his students, and they're like, no, we want easy grading because, I mean, there's no what you call it, everyone just wants the A, of course, like whether you deserve it or not, it always feels good. But maybe the Swiss system has made me appreciate the brutality of like viciously hard grading, and so no, if I'd rather get a 2.5 and know I have a lot of work to do than get a 9 when I'm not that good. Oh, okay, I totally wasn't paying attention. Oh, I hit block. Totally lost my concentration. Okay, let's see. 1. Yeah, it is. Intercept. 4 hits back. Oh, I did it too fast. It's the hardest thing is intercepting the combos, just because I'm just not used to that type of gameplay. Okay, let's get the SP through. Oh, that's funny. I was pushing special, but of course she was what you call it. She was in her special, so I guess my special didn't activate. That's pretty interesting ghost play. Boy, she's such a challenging character, man. And I sort of like her without the synergies. I know the synergies. Oh, I bet they were. Oh yeah, those Catholic nuns. I know they were the tough graders. I think they were like just tough people. I mean, they were going to make you in God's image, regardless of what it took. But yeah, no doubt. Sure, a lot of my friends we had a local, we call it monastery that actually they weren't nuns and they were priests, but yeah, they always said it was just a brutally hard education experience. Yeah, Ghost, what I was saying, Ghost, she is such a cool character. And yeah, without suicides, I mean, not suicides, without synergies, she might be even more fun for me to play. Not that I have much experience playing her, but it's just sort of interesting the way you have to have to let them like drag into your. Oh, I thought I'd kill them and stop playing. You drag them into your your phase and then use your special. That way you can get the super nice crits. Oh man, boy, that's big damage right there. I guess we'll just SB3 him back, and I can drink some tea and just watch the animation. Some good tea tonight. We went with the Earl Grey, a little bit of honey, and some cream, and oh man, great. Okay, well, so that was that fight. Yeah, probably. I guess I would have gotten. I don't know. I don't like having the fractions in my grading scale. I would have said, I don't know if 2 might be a little generous. I think that's probably about a 2 on the Dream and Grading Go scale, but only because, well, I didn't start off the fight well. I went right into the block, and I should just let my phase keep on going. I really didn't have any thoughts of rank 5 in Ghost. I know she's super fun and super powerful. I'm not sure quite what my hesitation is. I just don't know if I'd be able to play her well enough, to be honest, to have her as a rank 5. And you know, I wouldn't use her in Lion's Quest, and I even wouldn't use her in Lion's War, so I need simpler characters. Like Omega Red, he's pretty simple. Captain America Infinity War, oh boy, he's really in the back of my mind about who I want as my next rank 5. Just in love with that character. Something about him I just find really fun to play. Who else is there? And then of course the 2 new characters, but yeah, it goes too hard. I don't know if I spend the time if I'd be able to really like use her effectively. This game has so many like subtleties, and I'm okay with them, but not that great. Look at that! I keep on letting yourself get parried. I wish I could say I was doing that on purpose, but it's totally on accident. That's the great thing about Mordo. I love when I play Medusa with Mordo. Like, you know, sometimes I totally forget about her what she called her special ability. Like when she has the three furies and gets living strands, I go of course running in to attack her, and I get stunned, and that's great because then she gets astral evaded and all is good. But it's all just by luck. There's absolutely no skill when I do things like that. But sometimes you need a little luck in this game. Killmonger's is heavy. He has that like funny like what you call that spin, but it has a second hit. I can say I honestly don't even know where that second hit is. Oh, yuck, I forgot about that SP1 ability. Like, it seems like I never run into it, no matter when I charge. But of course, if I stay there, I get absolutely smacked by it. Yeah, it's sort of an interesting animation, and there's no really apparent place where it gets that second hit in. You know, it's funny, I never realized about Quake that the aftershock damage, like I used to fight her on No 27 War all the time, which was that stun immune. And so I just holding my block and letting her throw her heavies. Maybe she has to get to 4 or 5 of those aftershock charges before you get the aftershock debuff on me that causes all that damage. But yeah, I never realized that until recently that's why she's such a good defender, is because, you know, especially on a stun immune, if you're taking lots of if you're letting her get to her heavy and charge it up a little bit so she can throw it, then yeah, and then she throws her SP1, same thing. You can end up getting a lot of those aftershock charges. Okay, well, I got one more rank 4, that Juggernaut right there, and then what is it, 23, 24? Yeah, it's probably about time to start getting ready for bed and tomorrow. Yeah, it's been fun. I love it when I have interesting things to do in stream, like play Alliance War. It's just much more fun with an audience to play a game. And when you have hard content like Arena, it gives me a chance to talk and not pay too much attention. But I do appreciate like giving everyone a good show in Alliance Quest. But I think I still get 30 minutes before my next node is ready, and that's only if it's cleared. So, you know, I'll probably just do it right before I go to sleep. I really want my 6-star Psylocke. she's just a character I have so much fun playing, but I'll never rank her up. She's rank 3 right now, but she's never going to rank 4. But she, as a rank 1, or rank 1 6-star, I thought she'd just be super fun to play with. Just a little more powerful and a little more interesting. So you Heisenberg, is it someone I heard has a rank 5 Psylocke? I mean, you know, she's one of those characters where if I could just, you know, do whatever I wanted, or if I could undo something, like if I could play her for a month, I would definitely rank 5 her just to play her. I think she'd be great, but you know, I don't really think she'd help you too much in this game. She would be a pretty weak rank 5. Final fight, 2.5 million. Okay, it's not a bad start. So if I can do 2.5 million, yeah, I can only really grind twice a day. Is that going to get me what I need? Let's see. So twice a day. We got today's Monday, then Tuesday it's 2, Wednesday it's 2, Thursday it's just. I think I can get 2 on Thursday. So. Is that 6 2.5s? Yeah, that's about right. It brings me around. That actually brings me more than I need. Because 4 gives me 10 million, and yeah, tonight's 2 million. Should get me to my 13 mil. Get the rewards I want. So there you have it. Okay, so yep, we're going to call it a night. So thank you everyone for watching. It's been great streaming and having you hang out with me. So I wish everyone a bonne soirée, guten Abend, and good night. This is Zenzo Ivan of the Alliance for Loki. I'll see everyone next time.